Are they upside down? They're probably upside down. I don't know. But we got them. Welcome to Rose Squad Reviews. I'm Melanie, and if you noticed, I have swim goggles on. The swim goggles are back, guys. Any guesses as to why? Well, if you haven't already seen the title of this video, which should have been an obvious giveaway, the third season of Free is coming out, like as we speak, and I wanted to do a first impression of the third season. And usually I do first impressions of like the first episode of the first season because we start at the beginning. However, I've already watched the first two seasons before before it all came out a couple years back, and actually I did a review on them. I'm not gonna be like, go watch that, because that was like one of the first reviews that we put out, and I'm gonna have to go back and look at that again and reassess quality concerns, just because. But I'm wearing goggles, and that's kind of why I was like, hey, connection! We've already done the first two seasons, and completely covered them, review, boom, done. And so kind of in light of that experience, I wanted to look at the third season and kind of what it has to offer. I'm going to take these off because... okay. I was excited when I heard this was coming out. I was surprised as well, because kind of the way the second season ended, I was okay with. I was like, they can go off and have their college lives, and I'm, fine with that happening, and I don't really need to know the details. But, I mean, it's kind of nice that I'm like, oh, we get a third season, we're going to continue the story and such. And I'm kind of interested to see what happens in this season, because I've watched the first other two seasons, and you kind of get to see Haru grow as a character, and he has his little spiel thing in the opening of the first episode, where he's kind of like, if I was like a prodigy when I was younger, I'm growing older, and then there's like other prodigies that are coming around, what am I going to be in the future? And they're kind of like, well, maybe you'll be just like a normal person, and then just kind of like, are you okay with that? So that'll be interesting to see how he grapples with that. Also, there's another character that's similar to Haru, who is very prodigious in his swimming skills, and I think one of his fears is being a normal person. He wants to be special. I think it's only the first episode. I haven't really gotten a good grasp on his character, but that's my assumption. It's my first impression. And so I'm kind of curious to see how that plays out. I'm a little bit disappointed, because it feels like they're kind of repeating the plot structures from like the past seasons, where you have, Haru and his group of friends, and then you have this other guy who's like Haru's rival, and he's just like, meh, I hate the world, and then eventually he gets won over or whatever to the team, whatever that means. And usually there's like some connection to the past with like the person, like, oh, we used to like swim together in middle school. And so I'm kind of sad that they could prove me wrong, this could be totally different, but it feels like it's just going to be set up the same way as all the other ones, and I'm kind of like, oh, I just wanted something different, we've already seen this, like, come on. Also, they keep adding people, and I don't know what to do with it. So obviously you have Haru, you have Makoto, and you have Rin, and then you have like Nagisa and Rei, who are the two buds from high school swim group, who are still going on there, and they're still like involved. Like in the end credits song, you still have like the foursome together of the originalness that's going on. I don't know what I'm saying. But then like you have like all these people coming in, and then there's just like so many people, and I can't tell any of them apart anymore because there's just so many, and my mind is overwhelmed and overloaded. And then you're gonna be adding in all these new characters and stuff, and be like, oh yeah, that guy, they swam together in middle school, and he has like this brightly colored hair, brightly colored eyes, and that could pretty much describe like half of the main cast. Free is an interesting show, and where it does have that kind of shonen ai aspect to it, whether that be intentionally put in by the creators or just kind of people being like, oh, obviously, like reading into the situation. And they kind of do put in like some little subtle things, but none of it's really overt, which is kind of interesting. So I'm interested to see what they do with that, if they kind of go more towards coming out of the closet, as it were, instead of like, okay, so you have like the obvious comparison, Yuri on Ice, whereas like more overt and like obvious what they were intending to do. But with Free, it's just kind of like all these boys and their bonding, and just kind of like, but just kind of talking about the cast being kind of big and the plot being like, I feel like I've seen this already. So those are my thoughts. I'm interested to hear what yours are. So if you do, let me know. Kind of keep it spoiler free in the comments, just so that way, you know, everyone is, yeah. Actually, I don't even know, because this is like third season that I'm doing first impression on, so I'm assuming you've all seen the first 2 seasons at this point. I'm just gonna stop, and hopefully I got something accomplished in the last half hour that I've been standing here. So thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.